Look, I was gonna go see if Luis has had any luck with Teresa.
I hope so. Not that I'm happy, Ethan, that Teresa has to give the baby over to you and Gwen. I just don't want Teresa to get in trouble by refusing the judge's order.
Pilar, I don't either. And that custody decree, it's only temporary. I would never take Jane away from Teresa permanently. You have my word on that.
Thank you.
It's just the sooner Teresa starts acting like a rational adult and a role model, well, the sooner Gwen and I can give Jane back to her.
Look, I can't disagree with what you're doing. I know Teresa drove you to do this. But she was driven by love, Ethan. Her love for you. Please, please. I hope Teresa turns the baby over without getting the police involved.
Hey, listen. Now, I know that you're worried. Me too. But I'm here to help you and Teresa in any way that I can.
Oh, God. Just having you here is wonderful. And hearing you say that you're committed to rebuilding our marriage and our family. Oh, God, Martin, you don't know what that means to me. I have a partner again. Someone to help me, to be strong for me. I have my husband back. Oh, God.
What did you just say?
Luis.
Oh, now you're taking Gwen's side over Teresa's.
No, I'm not taking anyone's side.
It sounds to me like you are.
If you would let me explain.
Well, don't bother. I get it. At first you take your mother's side, even though her running off to Mexico with my father destroyed my family.
My mother did not force your father to leave.
Yeah, well, the point is, you know how I feel about Catherine, and yet you insist on having a relationship with her.
She is my mother.
Yeah, and Teresa is my sister. And yet the minute my back's turned, you're slamming her.
Hey, I am entitled to my opinion.
Yeah? Well, what about loyalty? Aren't you and I supposed to be a couple? Aren't I entitled to loyalty? Or is this payback for me not believing that Marty is your son? Just answer me, Sheridan. You loyal at all to me anymore?
Luis, you are making a fool out of yourself.
Oh, so now I'm a fool?
You know what? I can't even talk to you when you're like this.
You just answer the question, Sheridan. Are you loyal at all to me anymore?
Maybe I should ask you the same question.
Excuse me?
When I told you that our son was alive and that Beth had him, you wouldn't believe me. But when you insisted that I turn my back on my mother, I did because I love you. But when I asked you to believe me about Marty and help me get him back from Beth, you refused because you said you needed proof. Well, for some reason, your feelings are good enough for me to do whatever you want, but my feelings aren't good enough for you.
God, Luis and Sheridan love each other so much. How can they argue this way?
So you know what? You can attack my mother. You can call her every ugly name you can think of, but I am never turning my back on her for you ever again because she believes me. She believes what I have to say about Marty, and she supports me because she loves me. But you know what? You can't do the same.
Sheridan, you've talked to Catherine?
We saw her earlier when we were in the park.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Is she okay? I mean, I've left messages for her, but she won't return my calls.
Wait a second. Wait a second. You've been calling Catherine?
Yes.
What the hell is wrong with you? What the... Here you are trying to weasel your way back into our house, telling her that you want to fix your marriage, yet you've been calling your whore? What the hell kind of game are you playing?
I'm not playing games, Luis.
Oh, no? Then why are you calling Catherine at the same time you're telling her that you want to work things out?
Martin.
I wasn't two-timing you, Pilar, I swear.
Liar.
No, I was just checking in on Catherine to see if she was okay. I mean, we've been together for over 20 years. I couldn't just abandon her.
No? Well, you just abandoned us, didn't you? You never even called us once.
No, wait a second. Now, you know that I wanted to, but I couldn't because of Alistair. And Catherine was in the same position that I was.
Two of you make me sick.
You've made that abundantly clear.
Is Catherine okay? What?
Well, when I talked to my mother, I told her that I felt Beth and my father were in cahoots over Marty. She seemed to tense up, and I just got the feeling that she was going to do something rash.
Alistair. You know what? I have to find Catherine before you can hurt her again.
Wait! You're leaving?
I need to find Catherine.
Our daughter is locked up in her room fighting to keep her child, and you're walking out on us again because of Catherine? You promised me not a minute ago to stand by your family and by your children.
And as soon as I make sure that she's all right, I'll come back.
I should have known better than to trust you. Your family needs you. And at the mere mention of her name, you can't get to Catherine fast enough. You know what, Martin? Go. Run to your mistress. Get out.
Pilar.
Leave her alone. Leave us all alone. Come on.
I'm sorry, Pilar.
Damn you. And damn Catherine. I cannot believe your father walked out on us again. He promised to be here for me and the children. At the mere mention of Catherine's name, he's gone.
I hate Papa and Catherine for what they've done.
Don't you worry about me, okay? I'll get through this. You focus on Sheridan. I'm gonna go check on Teresa.